Now let's make the usage of if-else statements a little more interesting. Let's say we want to put multiple conditions on a variable. So let's say we want to check if a number is greater than 0 and also less than 5. If yes, we want to execute some statements. How will we do so? Well, the answer is by using logical operators. So we have looked at 4 types of operators till now. Those are the arithmetic operators, comparison operators, assignment operators, and the increment-decrement operators, right? Now let's add logical operators to this list and see what they are. So what are logical operators? Well, they help us make logical decisions. We will be looking at 3 logical operators: the logical OR, the logical AND, and the logical NOT operators. The result for each logical operator is always a Boolean value. That is, it will either be true or false. Also, the one thing that we need to keep in mind is that all logical operators are mostly used to evaluate 2 conditions. Now let's look at the logical OR first. So it returns true if either of the conditions is true. It works just like the English word OR. If the condition 1 is true and condition 2 is true, the result will be true. If condition 1 is true but condition 2 is false, the result will still be true. If condition 1 is false but condition 2 is true, the result will be true. But if both conditions 1 and condition 2 are false, the result will be false. Now let's look at the logical AND. So just like the word AND works in English, the result for the logical AND operators is true only if both conditions are true. So if both conditions 1 and 2 are true, the result will be true. If condition 1 is true but condition 2 is false, the result will be false. If condition 1 is false but condition 2 is true, the result will be false. If condition 1 and 2 are both false, the result will be false. Now let's look at the logical NOT operator. It is basically used to negate a condition. This operator gives the opposite of whatever the condition was. This operator is used for one condition or can be used in combination with the other 2 logical operators to reverse the result they give. So if the condition is true, the result of this operator will be false, and if the condition is false, the result will be true. Now let's learn how to use these operators. So let's say we want to input an integer and check if it is a non-zero integer, either positive or negative, or if it is 0. So first, let us declare a variable. Then we put the if condition, and using the logical OR operator, we can check if the variable a is less than 0 or greater than 0. If the condition is true, then we print the statement, it is a non-zero integer. Else we can print, the integer is 0. Now let's see the output. Yes, we get the expected results. You can change the values of the variable and see if you get expected results for different values. Now let's take another problem statement. Declare an integer variable and check if the value is greater than or equal to 0 and less than or equal to 5. If yes, print the statement the value of the integer is between 0 to 5. Else, print the value of the integer is not between 0 to 5. Now let's write the program for this. So we declare a variable here and give it this value. Then we use the if statement and the AND condition to check the conditions. So, if a is greater than 0 and less than 5, we will print this statement in the if block. Else, we will print this statement. Now let's run the program and check the output. Yes, we get the expected results. Play around with more values and see if the condition holds true. Now let's use the logical NOT operator in front of this condition and see if the results get reversed. This is how we can do it. We simply put the sign for the NOT operator in front of this entire condition outside these brackets. Let's check the output. Yes, the results get reversed. So that was all about the use of logical operators for writing if-else statements. Now let's say we want to check if a particular number lies within a specific range. So let's say we have a variable whose value is 5. We want to check whether the value lies between the range 1 to 10 or 11 to 20 and so on. One way is to use the nested if-else along with the logical operators. But there is a shorter method to do this. It can be done using the IN operator. And we can use the IN operator along with the WHEN operator to make the code shorter. So let's try the program for the problem statement we just discussed. We declare a variable, then we write the WHEN statement and pass the variable here, since we need to check for this number itself. Then we write the conditions inside these curly braces. This is how we can write the conditions. So we write IN and then specify the range using these two dots between the numbers. And we give the relevant print statements here. So the compiler checks if the value of the variable lies between these two numbers 1 and 10, including 1 and 10 both. Now let's look at the output. Yes, we get the expected results. Play around with more numbers and check the output. So we have learned how to make decisions in our programs using the if-else conditions. Click Next whenever you are ready.